Good afternoon. Today is Friday, June 18th. I'm going to give an update as to where I am with the Lambo program. Lambo was supposed to be accelerated fast credit repair by the Credit Game University. The guy's name is Mike. I don't know his last name, although I think there's been comments to give the guy's full name. I'm not going to do that for this video. I have been in the program now for 40 days and by the Credit Game Elite Deletions, which is the vendor that is supposed to be doing these deletions. Where I'm at, I had one removal last week and two, I think, 2 weeks before that. So really, in day 40, I've had 3 removals. So nothing that is earth-shattering. They mentioned that they want to get 70% of your items that are errors, reported in errors, unduly misrepresented, incorrect information that's on your bureaus, corrected or removed. So at this point, I have 3 items removed, and there still are about 8 or 9 remaining. So, and I do believe that was mentioned that 70% of the items on your credit report that are in error, misrepresented, etc., would be removed. So we are, far away from that, from where I sit. Now, I've watched a lot of the comments left by subscribers or people who are watch the video, which I certainly appreciate greatly, and comments to where some people have mentioned they've had success. But far more people have mentioned they've not had success. People who, one person just commented today, I believe, that said they've been in the program since December and they've not had really any results. One person's been in the program for 9 months. Others have been in the program for 4 to 6 months and with no substantial improvement. And even though I've been in the program for 40 days, I still don't consider the removals that they've done thus far to be substantive. We were talking about, I said, 3 removals that were off. And now someone can say, hey, look, you had 3 removals off. What are you complaining about? Well, where the frustration or the complaints come in is the amount of money that I and many of you put out for this program. I mean, talking about $2,700, $3,000, some people even paid $4,000, expecting to get results, as they say, within 45 days. 45 days comes and goes. Not yet for me. I got 5 more days left. And if you're no more further along, and then couple that with not getting a lot of communication from the vendor, none from the Credit Game, then your frustration starts to become, you get more frustrated, more concerned. You really start to believe that the amount of money you put forward was a misuse of your income. So I know Mike will profess in his videos that, hey, look, what would you rather have, more time or spend more, spend more money and save more time or something along those lines. Essentially, where if you spend the money, you may spend more money, but you're going to get more time back. You won't spend as much time with their credit repair service versus the Lexington Laws, creditrepair.com, etc. And so me and others have put our money on the line, whether through the Maserati program, which I believe is about $1,500 to $1,700, or the Lambo program, which is $3,000 to $4,000. You put your hard-earned money on the line, you expect to get results. I will say that when a comment was made that his vendor has a software program, no one has a software program that can get results. So your mind can go different ways. Software, so what does that mean? That he has some as proprietary? Does he have some software that match up with the system, maybe through eOscar, etc., that can go in there and with each of the bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, and then go and delete those items? some way. And then even, quite honestly, I'm just going to be frank, especially with me with identity theft, I just wanted this stuff to be gone. I just wanted it to be gone because it's not stuff that I created. So one item is one that I created, but it was a long ago. We're talking about 6 years ago. Hasn't gone to the statute of limitations where it would just come off. So I'm expecting that to come off as well. So when you don't see these things come off, with the amount of money you start spending, the frustration level comes to close to a crescendo for me because I'm 5 days away. And I must admit through the comments, which again, I greatly appreciate the comments and through everyone, good, bad, or indifferent, I appreciate your opinion because it's always enlightening. So I definitely appreciate anyone else left a comment. But you look at other people who are going through a rough time, who've not had the results, who put the same amount of money or more, or a little bit less, but they're not getting the results. Now, if I was to give a review today, based on what I'm seeing today, day 40, I would not give favorable reviews to this one. But to be completely fair, they said 45 days. Now, and Mike has left dozens and dozens of videos about this Lambo program, about how quick they remove deletions all the time. Someone asked me a question about what about using the trade lines? Have you used their trade lines? They also mentioned about there's a business program that they offer. Well, I'm not interested in the business program. I'm very busy with the career that I have. So I really don't have time for that and what I do in the company I work for. And then I have a couple hobbies on the side which keep me fairly busy: real estate, cars, stuff like that. And family obviously is most important. So very, very busy with a lot of different things. So I wouldn't want to get into that business at all. And I would think that the business that they're speaking of is credit repair. I have to first feel comfortable about what I'm receiving from that business before I want to go out and run it as a business, because I wouldn't feel good about it if I don't feel like it's worked for me. Why in the world would I want to go and get into business and try to get other people in there to generate revenue for that business? I wouldn't feel comfortable with it. Maybe others would, but I wouldn't, because it's not doing what it was supposed to for me thus far. I don't even want to get into even think about running a business like that until I know it would have solid results. So, but no, I'm not interested in the business side of it, plain and simple. In terms of the trade lines, I don't want to get into the trade line stuff until I know these items have been removed. Part of the things that I want to be able to do is I'm trying to do credit repair, I want to refinance my house. There's a car or two that I'm trying to get. I also want to be able to get some additional real estate. I don't want to do those things until I know that certain items have been removed, and my credit score is a certain number, so that my interest rate is low, or my down payment will be low, or a combination of the two. Or certainly with buying a car, you want to be able to get the highest amount that you want to be able to get a loan for. And so that's really, really super important. So I don't want to do the trade line thing right now for this point, because I'm just not ready for it. My credit has to be much better. If 4 or 5 items came off, then I probably would be ready, but at this point I'm not. So there's more work to be done. So here's, I want to be quick with my video here, because I know all of you are very, very busy. I want to just give an update so that those who are on the fence, you may want to remain on the fence, or maybe this is your point of jumping off. Those of you who are in the program, it serves as another update to those of you who are in it. I wish I had more hope to give to everybody, because look, I really want this program to work. I want it to work for me, certainly, and I really want it to work for people who will watch the video. I really mean that with sincerity. I hope it works for people who are currently in the program. Even if it doesn't work for me, at least I know it's worked for somebody else. But as of this point now, as of today, June 18th, 2021, I have 3 removals. I don't consider this success right now. I'm not going to bash the company or anything like that. I feel like rather than bash the company, you want to take steps to be able to get your money back. You want to take the appropriate steps to either make sure that they're focusing on getting the work done and get a date as to when the date's going to get done. If it doesn't, then get a refund or just get a refund. So at this point, I want to let this thing play all the way through. So that would mean that so today is the 18th, 19th, 20th. So I would be let's see here. On Wednesday would be day 45 for me. So on Wednesday, I'll give a update as to where I'm at with excuse me, day 45, because that would be the end point. Reality is I could use a little bit earlier dates because they don't say the day really starts on day 45. They pretty much say that once you start the program, that's day 1. I'm starting from the moment that they cleared my identity and they said everything's good. That's when I'm starting. So June 18th, 2021, day 40 for me in the Lambo program. The results are I wouldn't say are mixed, because that would mean that maybe 50-50 of the items got removed. I'm not at 50-50. I'm still lower than that. The trade lines, you can go and use that if you're trying to do something short term, but I'd rather use it when I can maximize it, where I can make sure that I can get all the things that I want, because whether there's a discount with it or not, you want to be able to get those things. I know there's supposed to be an American Express card you're supposed to get. I'd love to have another one of those, but I don't know if that's going to come to fruition either. So, but one thing I want to end with is that I was also hoping that this would work out because, one, I wanted to kind of dovetail this and then kind of chronicle some things I'm able to do as a result of seeing my credit improve, kind of going through a car that I purchased. And, I'm looking to purchase a high-end vehicle or, the refinance of one of my house I have in Florida, or also the purchase of a house I'm trying to hopefully do here soon. So I want to be able to chronicle that and kind of dovetail this to kind of show the successes that you can have with the program by getting a lower rate, being able to put less of a down payment, being able to get a larger loan amount if you're trying to purchase a car or something of that nature. And I'm not sure if that's going to come to fruition or not, because the way things are going, I don't know if that's going to happen. I certainly hope it does for me. Certainly hope it does for you, for those who are watching, which again, I really appreciate all of you for watching these videos and giving me your comments. They're greatly appreciated. You could, if you want to like the video, if it means that something to you, please do that. If you want to subscribe, I certainly appreciate you subscribing, because your comments have been awesome. I mean, quite frankly, it's been helpful, good, bad, or different. It gives me insight, gives me information. So I appreciate all of you for doing that. So hopefully we can dovetail this into something else. But the way I see it right now, I'm far away from that. So anyway, I hope this could be helpful to some degree. I think it's kind of innocuous, really, at this state of the game. So, but I'll be a little bit more definitive in my next video that I have, because at that point I'll be at the end of that 45-day program that they profess is all that's needed to get substantial results. So appreciate all of you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you in 5 days.